I'm going to be walking you through the user interface here on the new KitchenAid semi-automatic espresso machine, just in case this is something you were potentially looking at buying and just want to learn a little bit more about the buttons here and how it operates. So simple over here, that's your power button. That's how you're going to turn off and on the machine. This is your hot water indicator light here. So whether it's the group head, the steam wand, or the hot water spout as it's coming up to temperature in the machine. Once it stops blinking, that's going to let you know you're ready to use whatever mode or function you want to use. This circle here is the dosing selector. You can see it works like a clock almost, or dial. So the left you see a single cup, the right you see 2 cups. That indicates dosing for single versus double. And you turn it clockwise to increase your dosing on both sides and counterclockwise to decrease the dosing. First out of the box, you can see one of the dots is more bolded than the others. That's the suggested starting point for your first shot. So start there and move up or down depending on how the temp goes. To start the grind, you're gonna hit the center button here and it's gonna start the grinding function. Again, it's on a timer based on the dosing selection, so it will stop and start based on your selection. However, you can cancel it by hitting it again, or vice versa. If you want to add a little bit more, you can quickly start it and stop it based on how much more you want to add to the portafilter basket. Down here is your coarseness selector, so how fine or coarse you want to go on the grind. Thicker dots on the left indicating coarser selection, finer dots on the right obviously means finer. So when adjusting your coarseness, you want to make sure the grinder is in action versus moving it when it's not in action, because the grinder can close in on beans that are stuck and potentially damage the machine. That is a consistent recommendation for all machines in this category, so that's nothing unique. That's just kind of best practice for everything. This machine has a mode selector, so that's going to be your espresso shot, that's going to be to use the steam one, and that's going to be to use the hot water spout right there. You've got temperature selection right on the front, so you can go hot, hotter, hottest, and adjust directly on the front of the machine there. 1 shot versus 2 shot, this also adjusts the hot water spout volume, and the espresso and hot water volumes are programmable as well. This is your descale function, so don't push it unless this thing is flashing and you're ready to do a descale cycle. So when it's flashing and you're ready to descale it, you've got your descaler, you're gonna hold it for 3 seconds and then add your descale solution, hit go, and then do another cycle with just water to flush out the remaining descaler that might be stuck in the tubes and everything. There's your pressure gauge that's going to help you determine where you are on your extraction and how to dial in your next shot if needed. And then there's your stop and or go and stop function. So if you were on the hot water spout and hit go, it's going to start using the hot water spout. If you're on an extraction, so this button controls everything. It doesn't have 3 individual controls for each function. You select it with this mode function here. So that's the UI on the machine. If you have other questions about it, feel free to drop a comment and I'll respond.